All right, hey, we are finally on. It took a second to get connected, but hey, we are here. All right, it is Saturday, May 8th. I am joined today by
Coach Anna.
All right, good to see you, Anna.
Yep.
All right, what do you got for us today?
All right, so if you saw the little post earlier, there's optional use of mini band today. If you're not going to use the mini band, then you're going to be thinking about making your knees aligned on your own. You might be taking things a little deeper in your squat to get the same sort of intensity as we're going to get if we use the mini band, but you can still do everything without it if you don't have one. We're going to start off with a wall sit. So I'll use a pillar. We'll just quick demo everything we're going to do. So wall sit, we're going to go down, try and stay parallel with your knees. This is without the band. You're going to use the band. The band's going to be right below your knees, and you're going to be aware pushing out against the band. Second thing, if you've got a band, again, we're going to keep it right below the knees today. You can adjust it if you need some different levels of resistance. We're going to do side taps, so just a little slight hinge in the back. We're going to tap back and forth, push against the band each way. If you don't have a band, you might sink a little bit deeper, just so you get a little bit more resistance. All right, third thing is our glute bridge with the band. Again, I'll show without first, and then once we get going, I'll have the band on so you can see it with the band. So the whole time, if you're banded, you'll have it below the knees. We're gonna offset one foot and just stick it up a little bit so we spend more time on one leg, and we'll push our elbows in, push that upper back in, hips up, squeeze, down, and up. So you're really gonna use that supporting leg a lot more today than when we do the level feet version. If you're not ready for doing that single leg, you can just do regular glute bridges. All right, the last thing in our little circuit with the mini band is gonna be a reverse hyper. So you'll lay on the ground, and I'm gonna talk to you first, so don't do what I do with my head. You're gonna lay down, your upper body's gonna be nice and relaxed. You're gonna have heels pointed towards each other and feet pointed out, and you're gonna squeeze that butt, lift and down, lift and down. So for that one, you really wanna push your hips into the ground before you hips. So think hips push in, squeeze and lift. So we're gonna do it with the band to make it a little more challenging. Again, if you don't have a band or you're not ready for one of them, take the band off. And like I said, you can adjust the intensity on those taps. If you wanna do more of a squat there, that's also fine. So I'm gonna put 30 seconds on my timer. We're gonna do each of those, rotate through, and we'll go through 3 times. If you, like the reverse hyper is probably new for a lot of people, so give it a try. And I'm gonna stick this on. So I happen to be using a greenish band. You can also use a different band for a different level of resistance. And I'm gonna reset view. I'm gonna reset as I walk. So again, I'm gonna go right below the knees. Get our timer going. All right, there you go. There's your wall sit. So feet, hips, all facing forward. Let those knees track over the feet. And try not to let this happen. So here, our band is helping us actively keep our knees lined up. Oh. Helps if I don't stop the thing. Oopsie, my bad. Little extra credit going on. You can sink a little lower. If you need to take a break, you can come up, then go right back down. All right, we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzzy, buzzy. Come right on up. And we're just gonna tap to the side. So just an itty bitty hinge. push against the band so you can tap out. Sorry guys, forgot the timer again. My bad. I like extra credit today. So if you need another way to adjust your intensity, we're doing 30 seconds today. If these are all brand new to you, you could do 20 seconds. If you're experienced, maybe you're gonna try to do 40 seconds. All right, down to the floor. You might have to readjust your band if it slides. So heels in, get your elbows set up. All right, timer's up. Oh, and I was gonna do offset. So pick a foot, offset. I'm on a squeaky spot on the floor. But at least you can hear down and up. All right, I'm gonna switch which foot I have up. Reset my clock. And here we go. So push in with those elbows. Make squeeze and hips up. If you're a little bit more advanced, you could put this foot all the way up in the air. You'll get a little bit of a hamstring stretch there too. All right, you're gonna roll it over. Again, keep your upper body nice and relaxed. We want heels more in. They don't have to be touching, but more pointed in. And we'll hit our start. And push the hips in. Squeeze the lift. If you're more advanced and you have a bench at home, you can do these off a bench. There we go. Okay, reset your clock. Back to our wall sit. If you need to get up, take the band off so you don't fall over. But you don't have to, it's already right in the right spot. Okay, this time I will start the timer, sink it down, and start your clock. Again, go down as far as you can. Your goal is to try and get that level. You need to take a break in between. Just slide up and down.
I like keeping the band on the whole time because it makes me feel like a mermaid.
Yes, you can get your mermaid action going on. I'm secretly training you for when we're allowed back in the pool. We'll all be mermaids. They do make mermaid tails that you can attach to yourself. All right, side taps. Sink it down just a little and tap. Maybe I'll just use this. All right, 3, 2, 1. Take it down for your glute bridge. Readjust if you need to. If you're a beginner, you can do it just the regular one. We're trying to get that one leg, so I'm gonna put my heel out. Elbows ready to push in here. Then you're gonna squeeze and lift with your hips and glutes. So just down and up. seconds left. Until we switch sides. All right, switch sides, or stay with your neutral one. And here we go. Got about 15 seconds left. Two, one, roll it over. Again, keep that upper body nice and relaxed. Keep your head neutral. You don't need to look up as you're doing these and like arch your back. So I'm gonna do all my talking before I get started so I don't demonstrate bad habits. But again, heels inward, they don't have to be touching, but they can. And you're gonna push down with your hips, squeeze and lift with your butt. We'll start it. And down to squeeze up, down, squeeze up, down, squeeze up, push down, squeeze up, push down, squeeze up, and on your own. All right, reset your clock. We've got one last trip through. So if you've had these bands hanging around your house, never used them, or you've only used them to, hit someone with, here's a more productive use of those bands. All right, find that wall sit, start your clock. Try and keep those legs parallel to the floor if you can. If you have to go up a little bit, that's okay. Do where you're at. And again, if you do need to take a break, just slide up and then sink right back down when you're ready. All right, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Buzz, buzz, buzz to our taps. All right, just a little bitty hip hinge, and we're gonna tap. You can adjust the height or the depth if you're not quite feeling it in your glutes. Push against the band. Try and keep those feet facing forward rather than rotating out. All right, last trip with your glutes, bridges. All right, readjust, pick a side, elbows in, squeeze and push, or lift, squeeze and lift. And that's time. Switch feet, reset your clock, elbows in, squeeze and lift. Push against the band, don't let those knees cave. And we're down to 5 seconds. All right, we'll roll it over. Got that reverse hyper. So again, head, upper body relaxed. You don't have to try and arch your back to do this. We're not contorting ourselves today. Set your timer. Heels in. Push the hips down. Lift it up. Hips. Squeeze the glutes. And it's okay to actually think hips, squeeze, and lift, because then you're paying attention to what your body's doing. Good. I'm gonna do one last one. All right, that's our time. You can take your mini band off, or if you don't have a mini band, quickly grab water while all of us contort our way out of the mini bands. And you can put it away. I'm not gonna make us do footwork with the mini bands on today.
Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. All right, oh. And while we were already on the ground, I was gonna have us do our shoulder things. We'll just do those real quick. So back to the ground. We'll kick this string out of the way. Find a push-up position, and we're just gonna lift our hands up and squeeze those shoulders. All right, so that's the motion we've got. We're gonna do pulse, pulse, and then we'll hold for a few seconds. So start with the hands in push-up position. Everywhere else should be nice and relaxed. Head in a neutral position. You don't need to crank it up to look. And pulse, pulse, hold, and pulse, pulse, hold, and pulse, pulse, hold, and pulse, pulse, hold. Good. This time we're going to take our hands facing down, put them in this sort of airplane position. We're just going to hold. And now we're going to put them up into a super person position, your favorite superhero. And I'm just gonna hold for 5 or 10 seconds. Okay, I'm gonna bring one arm down to the airplane, stretch them out that way, reach up with this one and down with that, and I'm gonna switch.
Doing all the superhero workout stuff.
Yeah. Switch. And switch. All right, bring them together, and we'll just do some circles. Some like snow angel motion. We'll just do 5 or 6 here. All right, bring it up. All right, we've got those around the world lunges. So it's front, side, back. We're gonna do 5 sets on each side. So we're gonna find a neutral position. These are gonna be our athletic lunges. I think Tyler demonstrated maybe all of these except the reverse earlier in the week. So we're gonna step forward. We're gonna do our side one, and then we're gonna step back. We're gonna go to our other side, forward, side, step it back. All right, 1, step it forward, side, back, forward, side, back. 2, forward, side, back, forward, side, back. You can see which leg is my favorite. Forward, side, back, forward, side, back. Last time around. Okay, forward, side, back. Last time on your other side. Forward, side, back. And it's normal to have one side that's, maybe you're not gonna go quite as deep in. You just gotta keep practicing at it and you will get both sides. All right, so here, I left my trusty water bottle upstairs. Grab your water. We're gonna do our footwork. You'll notice it says right and left sides. So I kept the footwork pretty simple today, but we're gonna do a lot and we're gonna hit both sides. So we're gonna start all of our footwork with a few steps in place, then we'll do some traveling steps, kind of like we did last week, if you watched any of mine last week. So again, you can start on whichever side you want, but we are gonna switch sides. So do what works better for you. Some people like to start on their dominant side, some like to start on their non-dominant side. You're gonna get to do both, so it doesn't matter. So we're starting with just our simple advances. Find the space that you have so you can do several in a row. If you need to, if you don't have the space, you can do all of them in place too. That's fine. So you're gonna find that nice on guard. You can either have your hands in on guard position, on your hips, or across. And I'm gonna start my ones in place. So front foot, back foot. And now I'm gonna move just to some traveling ones, front, back. If you reach the end of your space, wherever that is, just turn it around. All right, switch to your other side. So I'm switching to my left side. I'm gonna do a few in place, front, back, front, back, front, back. You need to make it a little bit more challenging. Sink it lower. Start my moving. Turn it around when you reach the end of your space. Shake it out. We've got our retreats. So again, I'm gonna pick one side to start. We'll do a few in place. Back front, back front. Oh, I should turn it around. Back front, back front, back front. And start moving whenever you're ready. Back front, back front, back front. Switch feet, switch your lead leg. Do a few in place, back front, back front, back front, and get ready to move. I put mine on a timer today, just so we get through everything. If you feel like you need to do more of one particular footwork today, you are welcome to do that. All right, we're gonna switch. So we've got our thrust, lunge, recover. We're gonna do a few in place. Then we'll add an advance just so we can do some that are traveling too. So find your on guard position, thrust, lunge, recover, thrust, lunge, recover, thrust, lunge, recover, thrust, lunge, recover. We're gonna do a few in place. I won't put these on a timer, so let's just do about five traveling ones. So we've got front, back, thrust, lunge, recover, back, lunge, recover. 4, 5. Hope I added some extra ones. I'd like to go to the end of my space. And since I'm gonna go on my way back, this is my good chance to switch my feet. I'm gonna do a few on my other side in place. So here, for me, the hard part is coordinating my backhand with these. You'll notice when I'm doing these, my backhand doesn't move as freely as they did on my dominant side. So on guard, thrust, lunge, recover, thrust, lunge, recover. And I'm gonna start traveling. I'm gonna go to the edge of my space. If you're having trouble coordinating your arms, this is a good chance to just stay in place and do them, to like really work on your arm-foot coordination. So we've got advance, thrust, lunge, recover. All right, next we've got 2 advances and 1 retreat. So pick a side. I'm gonna do some in place. Front, back, back, front. Front, back, front. All right, let's do our traveling ones. Front, back, back, front. If you're a more advanced fencer, you can change the timing on these, or you could add some arm motion to do an invitation. And let's turn around when we reach the end of our space. All right, we're gonna go and switch sides. So I'm back on my left side. Again, advance, advance, retreat. Front to back, back, front. All right, when you're ready, start your traveling. Front, back, front. Turn it around, or keep going if you have a long space. Good. All right, this time we've got 2 retreats, 1 advance. So I'm gonna start facing this way. And this time it'll be back, front, front, back. Back, front, front, back. Oh, back, front, front, back. When you're ready, start your motion. Again, more advanced fencers, you can change the speed of the steps or the size. You could add an arm motion to be your invitation. And if you reach the end of your space, turn it around, but we also hit the end of our clock. So we made it through our footwork on both sides today. If you notice there was something that was harder on one side than the other, that's a good thing to like make a note of in your fencing journal and come back to work on. So we're gonna finish up with a jumping jack sequence. So we've got regular jumping jacks. That's the J jacks on the board. We've got T jumping jacks. So that's out, clap. We've got chuckles, which are regular jumping jack arms. But we're gonna add the skip, the knees facing out. I should probably make that be 6 so we hit 3 on each side. So imagine that's a 6 there. And then we've got the squat jacks. So for those, we're gonna do everything is in, everything is out. Everything is in, everything is out. So it's a slight squat in a narrow position. Feet are gonna face forward, slight bend, take it out. Bring it in, take it out. So when you bring it in, tighten the core, squeeze everything in. This is a core day today. All right, again, we've got 5 of all of them except the chuckles, which we'll do 6 or 3 on each side. Okay, you don't need a timer for this. We'll just take it at our own speed. Again, if there's a jumping jack variation that you're not into, go back to one that you are able to do. So maybe you're sticking with regular jumping jacks the whole time. Or if regular jumping jacks aren't where you need to start, you can do the tap jacks. Or you could just drop the arms and do the feet. Either one of those, as long as you keep yourself moving. If I'm moving, you should be moving too. You could even do a version where you sit down on a chair and you could tap the feet that way if you're injured somewhere. Okay, so jumping jacks, 5 regular ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat ones. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Shake it off, take a little break. We're gonna do that whole set 2 more times. And here we go. Start with the regular ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat jacks. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Shake it off. We've got one last set. You're gonna need water because you didn't grab it. Here's a good chance. Just a little sip, don't drink it all. All right, last time through. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squat jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You did it. High five. We'll end with a fencing salute. Attention position. Swords down. Up, in, out, and I will see you tomorrow for Mother's Day. Woohoo! Bye.